Hi, in this video I'll show you how you can create thousands of dynamic PDF files from Google Sheets data and send on WhatsApp automatically. Now to show you this automation process, I will take an example of certificate creation. So assume that I have organized some event or a competition in my school in which lot of students have participated, and I have the data of all the students in my spreadsheet. Basically the participant's name, the participant's WhatsApp number, their email address, as well as the competition name in which they have participated. And now the task is to create the certificates for all these students. But instead of manually creating these certificates for every single student one by one, I am going to automate this certificate creation process, and along with that I will also show you how you can automate the certificate sending process on their WhatsApp number automatically. Now you must be thinking how I am going to automate this process. So the very first thing you need to do is to add the students data in Google Sheets, which I have already done. And the second thing you need to do is to create a certificate template in your Google Slides. Yes, create a nice and a beautiful template in Google Slides application, and using this single template only we are going to create thousands of certificates. You just need to add the values in the form of variable. Yes, the values packed with the curly braces are called as variables, and whatever the values you want to keep on changing automatically, you can add those values in the form of variable, and you can add as many as variables as you want in your certificate. And once the template is created, let me even mention the same, that you need to create a certificate template in Google Slides. Now once the certificate is generated, we will also have to automatically send it on WhatsApp, but we cannot directly send the messages on WhatsApp in the same way. We will have to use some dedicated application for sending the WhatsApp messages. Okay, so in this video I am about to use this Vati application, which is an amazing application because it has the access of official API of WhatsApp. In place of Vati, let's say you want to use Interact or AI Sensei or any other application, you can also use the same and automate your WhatsApp sending process. So let me mention the same, that third thing you require is a dedicated application of WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp app, and in this video I am using Vati. Now how to create an account in Vati? If you are not sure, don't worry, I will attach a separate video or a documentation in my YouTube's video description box. You can refer that document, create an account and log into Vati, and then come back here. Okay, so once you have prepared all this stuff, we just need one last thing, that is an automation software using which we are going to build a connection in these applications, and in this way only we are going to automate our task. Okay, so we can say that the last and the fourth thing we require is an automation or integration software, and in this video I will be using Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software. Okay, because it also offers a free trial using which you can actually test these kinds of amazing automation. Yes, in the free account you will get 100 free tasks to test these automations. I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I am already logged in. You can create a free account from this particular button. Now once you have prepared all these stuffs and log into the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and then provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I am providing a random name, something like automate dynamic file creation and sending on WhatsApp. Alright, the name is looking good. Let me also correct the spelling, and now it will ask you to select the folder in which you want to create your automation workflow. So I'm selecting this main workflow folder. Now clicking on create, and after that you will find two boxes in front of you. So these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So whenever something happen in your first application, then automatically do this in your next application. Okay, so in this way you need to always choose your applications in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, I want that whenever I add the data of participant in Google Sheets, the certificates should be created automatically using Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I will have to capture the students data from Google Sheets. So that is why as a trigger application, I'm selecting the same application. Further, I would like to generate the certificates using Google Slides application. So again, I will search for the same application as an action application. And further, I want to send these certificates on WhatsApp, and as I have told you, for sending the WhatsApp messages, I am going to use some dedicated applications like Vati. So I have selected the same. Okay, so in this way, by clicking on this plus icon, you can add as many as action applications as you want, connect different applications with each other, and automate the complex business processes. Now the idea here is I will be connecting these applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let's first connect this Google Sheets with the Pabbly Connect. So selecting the trigger event, that is new or updated spreadsheet row, and you will notice a webhook URL and few set of instructions. So with the help of this URL only, we are going to build this connection, and instructions for the same are already given here. So as soon as I have copied that URL, you can notice that it has already started waiting for the response, waiting for the webhook response. Okay, so going back to my spreadsheet in which I have the data of all the students, clicking on extension, clicking on add-ons, clicking on get add-ons, and here I will directly search for Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on, and you will notice that this add-on is already installed in my account because I have created several integrations, several automation. Okay, so for now I am closing this window, but you will have to install that add-on, because after that you will have to open the same add-on from here. Then you'll have to click on this initial setup button, and here exactly we are going to paste the same webhook URL which we have got via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so I have copied the same. Let me paste the same here, and then it will ask you to select the trigger column. So let me first delete the existing entry. Okay, and asking for the trigger column. So first read the instructions. The trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. Okay, so basically it is asking to specify a column name on filling of which this automation should trigger. So whenever I add new data in my spreadsheet, that data will of course go up to D column. So the final data entry column will be D only. So how about I add the same column? Now as soon as I click on the send test button, you will notice that a response will be received here, and that response will consist of all our spreadsheet data. So here you can notice the response is already received, telling you, showing you the details one by one. Here we have the same trigger column, the same spreadsheet name, that is this all students or participants data. Here we also have the spreadsheet ID, the sheet name. Here we also have the sheet ID, the row index whose data we have captured. So here you can notice, okay, let me first submit it. Okay, here also you can notice the notification, that is the test data sent successfully, that is the demo student, basically the phone number, email address, and even the competition name. Okay, let me click on submit, and now I am closing it. The setup is actually configured, and this was the second row spreadsheet data, that is demo student 96, demo 65, and this drawing competition. And here you can find the same details. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time someone will add any new data in our spreadsheet, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, so in this way the first step of our automation is done, but for that you will have to enable one more very important setting. Okay, if you want this automation to work in real time, let's say you are adding the data of new participant, and on adding of that new data you want this automation to trigger, or we can say you want this data to be sent to Pabbly Connect in real time automatically. For that you will have to enable that important setting, that is send on event. If you will click that option, what will happen, a tick mark will be enabled. That means this option is enabled, and this will ensure that every time a new data is there, it should send to Pabbly Connect. But let's say you want this automation to run in bulk. For that you will have to enable different option, different setting, that is send all data. Well, I will explain you about this send all data in the end of this video once our automation will be ready. Okay, so coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, moving further, because the first step is done, now I'll show you how you can create a certificate, a slide using Google Slides application. Okay, but before that, here I would like to throw some light on one more very important option, that is whenever you connect your Google Sheets with the Pabbly Connect, make sure that multiple Gmail accounts should not be logged in the same tab, or either you should work in the incognito window. Okay, I'm repeating this thing once again, that either work in the incognito window or multiple Gmail accounts should not be logged in the same tab, otherwise you will get the authentication error and your spreadsheet data will not send to Pabbly Connect. Alright, I hope you have understood. Okay, so the application is already selected. Now selecting the action event, that is create a presentation. No, this is not that action event. Create a presentation from template. Yes, I was looking for the same, and after selecting the action event, I will click on that connect button, and just like I have connected Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, now I will be connecting this Google Slides with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so if you are connecting Google Slides with the Pabbly Connect for the first time, click on the sign in with Google and then provide the access of your Gmail account in which you have created your Google Slide template. Okay, but because I have provided this access multiple times, so I am using the existing connection, clicking on save, and in this way my Google Slides account will be immediately connected with the Pabbly Connect. And because we are connected, here you can notice that the template presentation, whatever the templates are already available in my Google Slides account, have started visible here. Now which template I am going to select here? Remember, I have already created one dedicated certificate template. The name of this template is participation certificate template. Okay, so let me search for the same. Alright, here we have that template presentation. Further, it is asking for the title of new presentation, and here you can notice one more thing. As soon as you select the presentation, the fields will appear here. Basically, whatever the variables you have added inside your template, all those variables have started visible here as the field, that is the event name, date of participation, and the student name, that is again student name, event name, and date of participation. I hope you have understood. It is because we are actually connected. Okay, now it is asking for the title of new presentation. Basically, whatever the certificates you are about to create, what should be the name of the certificate. Okay, so in the previous example I have added only the name of the student, but currently I am going to provide some different name. How about I provide the combination of the name as well as some text. Okay, so firstly I am going to provide the name of the participant, from where, remember, we have already captured the student data, the Google Sheets data, as a response of our trigger step. And the interesting thing is, I am not going to manually copy the name of every single student and paste it below again and again. I am going to map this detail which can be replaced automatically when our automation will work in real time. Okay, and mapping is very simple. When you will click on this field, you will find the above data here in the drop down. Now you will have to select that data. Okay, so here I am interested in adding the name of the participant which I have mapped successfully, and after that I would like to add some value, something like certificate. Okay, demo student certificate. Okay, so whatever the values I'm going to provide here manually will remain same for every new data, but whatever the details I'm going to provide here via mapping will be changed automatically when our automation will work in real time or in next time. Okay, so this is the difference in providing the values via mapping and via manually, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. Further, it is asking for the presentation's location. Basically, you will have to select the folder name in which you want to create your certificate, create your dynamic file. Okay, so how about I selected the same folder name, that is all certificates of student Jan 2024. Well, it has got selected already because it was visible at the top only. And finally, we are going to provide the values here, and in this way the certificate will be generated based on that new value. Asking for the event name, which again I am going to map from this drop down only. Well, for this particular student, the event was drawing, which I have mapped. Date of participation, well, I'll have to check whether I have this date related data. No, I do not have this data, but all the competitions have been held, let's say, on a single day only, so I can provide this value manually. So here I'm going to provide the date, something like 26th January then 2024. All right, it is looking good, and as I have told you earlier, whatever the details we will provide here manually will remain same for every new data. Okay, asking for the student name, so let me map the same, and I have already explained you mapping. It is very easy. So I have mapped all the data, but before I click on this final button, I am going to delete the existing entry from this Google Drive folder so that I can show you everything from scratch. Coming back, clicking on this button, save and send test request, and now waiting for the response to be generated. If that response is positive, that means our automation is working fine. Well, this response seems positive to me. Going back, and did you notice one certificate is already generated for the same person, that is demo student certificate. Let me even open that and check whether the details are replaced or not automatically. And yes, you can notice the demo student, the name of the student is appeared here automatically. Even the competition name has been added here automatically, and even the date. Okay, so in this way, firstly you can create a template, and using that template you can automatically replace the values using this automation software Pabbly Connect. Okay, for now I am closing both the Google Slides window, coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and the second step of our automation is done. Now, before we send this template on WhatsApp, we will need the link of that template. We will need the link of this Google slide. Okay, and you can notice that in this response we have not received any link which we can easily send on WhatsApp. Okay, so before this Vati step, I will click on this plus icon and will search for the Google Drive. Now, why I am doing that? Okay, well, there are two reasons. First, I need a link of that certificate which I can send to my student on WhatsApp, and second thing is I need the same certificate into the PDF format. Okay, so I'll show you everything how you can also do that. Select the application, then select the action event, that is share a template. Okay, give me a second. Sorry, share a file with anyone. Okay, scrolling down. All right, here we have that action event, share a file with anyone. Clicking on connect, and again I am going with the existing connection. If you are connecting it for the first time, you can go with the new connection, provide the permission, and in this way your Google Drive account will be also connected with the Pabbly Connect. And now it is asking to select the file ID whose permission you would like to change. Okay, so currently I can show you the permission of my certificate. It is actually private only to me. Okay, I will have to open to show you the permission, the current permission of this particular certificate. Here you will notice, okay, I have hovered here. Alright, you can notice private to only me. Now again coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and I am not going to manually select the file ID. Otherwise what will happen, for every new data the file permission will be changed for a single file only, not for dynamically. Okay, so that is why I am going to enable this mapping button, removing this existing file ID, and then I am going to map the ID from the second Google slide steps. Okay, here we have that presentation ID. Finally clicking on this button, and you will notice that the permission of this slide, this presentation will be changed. Alright, it is already done. You can notice anyone with the link, who has the link, can access. Alright, so coming back here, and in this way the third step of our automation is done, and here also you can notice the response was received. Okay, so now moving further, I will show you how you can send this certificate on WhatsApp, and here you can find the PDF link. Okay, so along with this PDF link we also have different kinds of links, so you can forward the link as per your requirement. Okay, currently I am about to use this particular link. How about I cross check whether it is the same certificate or not? Okay, fingers crossed. Let's check. Well, it is actually getting downloaded. Yes, it is the downloadable link using which person can actually or directly download the things from WhatsApp itself. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so how about I cross check the downloaded file, and yes, it is the same certificate, basically the same file. Okay, for now I am closing it, and now finally I am going to connect Vati with the Pabbly Connect. So selecting the action event, that is send template message, clicking on connect, then clicking on add a new connection, and for the connection it is going to ask you the endpoint as well as this access token. Okay, so currently I am assuming that you have already created an account in this Vati application and have logged in here. Okay, so once you are logged in, you will have to visit this API docs section, from where you can actually get the API access key as well as this endpoint. Okay, so I have copied that access token. Let me paste the same here, asking for the endpoint. So let me copy the same and let me paste the same here, clicking on save. Alright, it is connected, and the very first thing it is asking for the WhatsApp number to whom you want to send the message. So again I am going to map the phone number from this particular data. Now you must be thinking that it is a dummy number, so how I am going to send the message? Don't worry, I will replace this number with a genuine WhatsApp number, with my genuine WhatsApp number, so that I can show you everything in real in front of you. Okay, and make sure that you do not include the plus icon but enter a valid number with a country code. Okay, so how about I manually add the country code for now? Alright, it is done. Asking for the template to select. Okay, so whatever the templates are already available in my Vati account have started visible here. This is the template section. Now before I select any template from this drop down, I'll explain you everything about template. Okay, so whenever you are planning to send the WhatsApp messages using official API of WhatsApp, you will always have to create a new template, get it approved via Facebook, and then only you will be able to initiate the conversation with those templates. Okay, so here you can notice in my dashboard I have created lots of templates. Some of them are approved, some of them are even rejected and into the draft mode. Now how you can create this template and get the approval for the same? So don't worry, I will attach a dedicated video in my description box. You can again refer that video and then come back here, or you can also watch this tutorial. Now I'll show you the template which I have created to send these certificates on WhatsApp. Okay, so the name of my template is the certificate name. The category I have selected is marketing. The language I have selected is English. The broadcast title, yes, you have the flexibility to either go with the media or to go with the text, and in media you again have three options, that is image, image, video and content. So because I wanted to send my dynamic file as an attachment, so that is why here I have again added a variable. Yes, these variables will work in the same way, just like we have made it done in this Google Slides application. Okay, so this is my Vati steps, basically Vati application, and here I have added the variable, and again telling you whatever the values you want to keep on changing automatically, you can add those values in the form of variable. And again, a single template will be used to send the messages to all the customers, not the customers, to all the students or participants automatically. Okay, so that is why I am adding these values in the form of variable, and you can see the preview of your message from right hand side. This is going to be the message that is dear demo student. So the name of student will appear here automatically. Find an attached PDF containing your certificate of maths quiz held on 2nd of January 2024. Thanks ABC team. Just in case if you want to attach any footer or button, you can also attach the same. And once everything is done, you will have to provide the sample content. Well, this is just a dummy, a sample content. Basically you are telling the system that what values will come in place of these variables. Once you are all set, you can submit it for the approval. If your template is approved, you can actually start using it within the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Okay, so the number is already provided, and now I am going to search for the same template name, that is certificate send. Okay, so give me a second, searching for the same. Alright, here we have the same template asking for the broadcast name, so I'm going to provide some random broadcast name. Okay, certificate sending is going to be the broadcast name, and here comes the most interesting part of this Vati application, because from this particular field only we are going to provide the values to our variable. Okay, here you can notice currently we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 variables in total. So I will have to provide the values to 4 variables. So I am going to copy and paste the pair of these curly braces for exact 4 times. Okay, so 2 is already done. Let me also add a comma, and I have pasted this thing once again. So in this way I have pasted the pair of curly braces for 4 number of times. Now what you will have to do, in place of color you will have to paste the variable name. Again in second variable also, in place of this value you will have to paste the name of the variable, and for the values you will have to actually provide values only. How I am going to do that? Well, do not get confused. I'll show you, I'll explain you everything step by step. So basically our pair of curly braces is looking exactly like this. Let me paste the same. Alright, and this is actually into the 2 part. First one is this and second one is this. Okay, first one is for the name of the variable and second one is for the value of the variable. Okay, so currently we have the name as, what is the variable name? So here we have the variable name as certificate. So in place of that color I am going to paste that certificate thing only, and for the value of this certificate we will have to replace this blue value. Okay, I hope you have understood. If still you are not understand that, just follow my instructions and within few seconds you will understand this particular thing. Okay, so let me paste the name of the variable, or how about I copy the name of all the variable and paste the same in front of the name. In this particular case the name is actually name only. We have the third variable, that is event name. Coming back here and let me paste the same, and here comes the turn of fourth variable which again I have pasted, and now I am going to provide the values. So in place of this value I am going to map the link of my certificate which I have already received from my Google Drive step, and here I have this PDF link which I have mapped successfully. Now here is the turn for the second variable which is going to be the name of the student, which again I am going to map. So how about I directly search and map the same. Now here comes the third variable which is going to be the competition name, which again I am going to map from my Google Sheets data only. Alright, give me a second. Why my cursor is not actually coming here? Alright, it is done. Searching for the competition name, and currently we have the competition name as drawing only. So here we need to provide the date of the event. So how about I provide it manually, because this is something which is not going to change. Basically I have organized all the competition on the same day, that is 26th of January. Well, you must be thinking why I am taking the future example, because this particular date has not arrived yet, because here we celebrate this 26th of January and here we usually organize events in school. So that is why I'm taking an example. Well, it is just for the example. Okay, so I think I have provided all the details. Now I am going to clear all the conversation from WhatsApp so that I can show you everything from scratch. Okay, coming back, give me a second. Okay, how about I first click on that button and you will notice that a response will be received. Okay, this positive response means our automation is working fine, but the message has not sent yet because currently I have sent this message on a dummy number. So give me a second, let me replace this number with my genuine WhatsApp number and then I will show you that message. Alright, wait for that. Alright, so I have provided the number and have clicked on that button. You can notice the notification is also here going back on my WhatsApp web. How about I refresh it? And here you can notice new message is arrived with the name Dear Demo Student, find an attached PDF containing your certificate of drawing held on 26th January 2024. Thanks ABC team. And if I will click on this downloaded button, you will notice that it is actually the same certificate. How about I open and show you? Okay, so in this way we were able to generate the certificate automatically and we were also able to send this certificate automatically on WhatsApp. But my topic was about creating the thousands of dynamic files and sending on WhatsApp, that too automatically. So once your first file is actually sent successfully and once you are satisfied that your automation is working absolutely fine, so in the end you will have to do just one setting, that is go to extension, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and instead of this send on event you will have to enable this send all data option. And as soon as you enable this option, you will notice that bulk certificate generation process will started here again and immediately. How about I even show you the same? Alright, 3 2 1, I have enabled that option. How about we go back to our Google Drive and you will notice hundreds and thousands of certificates will start generating here automatically in just a few seconds. Okay, and did you notice the certificates have already started creating very quickly? And not just that, if I will go back to my WhatsApp web, you will notice that all these certificates are actually getting sent on the same number because I have provided my number manually. Okay, give me a second, and within few seconds you will notice lots of message will appear here. Okay, so in this way, with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can automate the process of creating the thousands of dynamic PDF files from Google Sheets data automatically, and you can even automate the process of sending the WhatsApp messages automatically. And once this automation is ready inside Pabbly Connect, after that you can sit back and relax because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. You can close everything. You can even close Pabbly Connect because everything will work in the backend. And just in case if you want to access this 4-step automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my workflow into the description box. So click on this link, sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.